The question is, with regards to the obligation of disassociating oneself from and denouncing polytheism or disbelief and disbelievers and polytheists, then what is the ruling on those who attend what is called interfaith functions or interfaith dialogues and so on? The answer is that the scholars of Islam have warned us against these matters, and they are only embraced by the people who are ignorant of the foundations of this religion. They are not embraced by other than ignoramuses who fail to learn the foundations of their religion, quite sadly. As what will they do with this verse from Surah Al-Mumtahina and similar verses that we are planning to study in the future pages that we have in front of us of this book, and other narrations from the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam and other ayat from the Book of Allah? What will they do with them? What will they do with Surah Al-Ma'idah? And what will they do with the verses of the Book of Allah that command them to forbid the Jews and Christians from worshipping other than Allah? Why will they stand with them shoulder to shoulder in disobedience to Allah, claiming they are our brothers in faith when they are not our brothers in faith? Our brothers in faith are the believers. إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةً. Verily the believers they are but brothers. Why do they stand side by side with polytheists and say our brothers in faith? How could they be brothers in faith when they are polytheists? Do you have a clue what the word faith means? Do you have a definition for the word faith? For you to say interfaith in the first place, could you give a definition to the word faith that makes any sense? Rather, we have dialogue with people of other faiths. قُلْ يَا أَهْلَ الْكِتَابِ لَا تَغْلُوا فِي دِينِكُمْ. Say to the people of the book, the Jews and the Christians, do not go to excesses in your religion. Meaning we are to call them to worship Allah and not to worship their prophets that have been sent to them. We are to call them to the worship of Allah Ta'ala and to refrain from going to excesses as they have gone to excess over Isa ibn Maryam and taken him as the son of Allah وَلِعَاذُ بِاللَّهِ subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they have worshipped him along with Allah Ta'ala. Our obligation to them is to forbid them from this and to identify their path as a path of polytheism, and not to approve of them worshipping other than Allah. Betray them. Betray the trust that is upon us and tell them, you guys are our brothers in faith. Keep doing what you're doing. You guys are fantastic. You guys keep doing your Sunday thing and keep doing what you do and keep bringing religiosity and piety to the people. And they are calling to the worship of other than Allah. It has gotten so bad in our city. We beg Allah Ta'ala for refuge, and you may have seen something like this in your city, where they have announcements in the masjids of Al-Ikhwan al-Muslimin, inviting the Muslims to leave the masjid and attend an interfaith function. Where? In a church, on Sunday, at 10 o'clock in the morning. What's going on in a church on Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning? That's their mass or their Sunday service or whatever they're going to call it. People are in the house of Allah worshiping Allah alone, and the so-called administration of the masjid, the so-called leaders of such and such community, invite the people worshiping Allah to leave the place where Allah is being worshipped and to go to the place where other than Allah is being worshipped, and to silently agree with those people and to call them our brothers in faith and to sit there and enjoy their Sunday service as our brothers in Iman, our brothers in faith. What a loss and what stupidity in the name of something compatible with Islam. It is only when ignorance has reached a peak the likes of which it has never seen that such actions could possibly be condoned as something tolerated in al-Islam. And kalla, and in no way whatsoever are these actions tolerable. No way are they tolerable. And you are not allowed to cooperate with such Muslims on any level when their call is a call to polytheism. Put everything in its place. They are inviting the Muslims out of the masjid and into the church to go to Sunday church service. And the Christians have convinced them that it's their part in the interfaith dialogue process. And the Jews and the Christians, وَلَن تَرْضَى عَنْكَ الْيَهُودُ وَلَا النَّصَارَى حَتَّى تَتَّبِعَ مِلَّتَهُمْ. And the Jews and the Christians will never be pleased with you until you follow their religion. And I say to those interfaith dialogue activists and enthusiasts, the Jews and the Christians are pleased with you. Why are the Jews and the Christians pleased with you? Because you have abandoned your religion. Interfaith enthusiasts, the Jews and the Christians are pleased with you because you have followed their religion. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala is displeased with you. The believers in Allah are all displeased with you because you have abandoned your religion. We invite you to abandon this gross blasphemy and to return back to the religion of Allah Ta'ala, which is, as defined today, al-istislamu lillahi bit-tawheed, that you submit to Allah, worshipping Him alone. وَالْإِنْقِيَادُ لَهُ بِالطَّاعَةِ, and that you surrender in compliance, obediently to Allah. وَالْبَرَاءَةُ مِنَ الشِّرْكِ وَأَهْلِهِ, and that you disassociate yourself from polytheism and its people. This is the meaning of al-Islam, and it's beyond time that you learn the meaning of the religion of al-Islam and abandon the games that you play and the trickery that you employ in order to get Muslims along with you in your program. It's past time that you abandon this falsehood. Repent to Allah and maintain yourself as an upright Muslim upon the worship of Allah alone, with wala and bara, with true religious loyalty for the sake of Allah Ta'ala alone. And I thank our brother for his question, as it is relative to so many people, and perhaps many of us, we have family members or those people associated with us in some way or another that have been caught in this trap of interfaith dialogue and interfaith mission and so on. We ask them to abandon such behavior, to invest in their own religion, to give the book of Allah Ta'ala more of a chance to be read, to be understood, to be contemplated over, to be embraced as the guidance that will save them from this foolishness, and to follow the sunnah of the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala knows best.